What's up here, YouTube? Jigsaw0097 here tonight, just making a quick video for you guys regarding the upcoming Redskins game and kind of where this Eagles team stands as of now. As you guys know, this season is pretty much over. I mean, a freaking miracle would have to happen with other teams. Excuse me, sorry, I got a little cold here. A miracle would have to happen with other teams for the Eagles to even be considered in playoff contention at this point. Their destiny is no longer in their hands after that ugly loss to the Cincinnati Bengals last Sunday. So, kind of what I'm looking for in these last 4 games is I kind of just want to see Carson Wentz develop a little bit more, and most of all, I want to see him play an entire season because, like I said in my previous video, guys, if this kid plays an entire season, that's a huge confidence boost for, like, me. I mean, I haven't seen an Eagles quarterback play an entire season since Donovan McNabb. It's been that long. Nick Foles never played a whole season, so, you know, that would be huge to see Carson Wentz play an entire season. And I know that his supporting cast is just utterly trash. So the mistakes could keep rising. Honestly, he could throw a bunch more interceptions. I mean, that's a big possibility. But the biggest thing is I want to just see him play the season. I want to see him develop. Keep playing. Like, the more games he plays, the more mistakes he makes, the better off I think he'll be in the long run. He'll be able to learn from this, hopefully go into the off season and be better for next year. Regardless of what he says, I think he does need to work on his mechanics. His throwing motion is pretty abysmal. He almost throws it like a baseball pitcher. So I know he said at the press conference he doesn't see there's a problem with it, but I hope the kid is humble enough. I mean, I look at him and I hear what he says. I think he's humble enough. He'll definitely work on that. If not this year, in the off season, definitely. And I think the coaches will help him out immensely with that. So, going into the draft, also, I want to see some wide receivers here. There's also the rumor now that the Eagles might go back for Deshaun Jackson in the free agency, which I'm all for it, guys, because like I said, he never should have left. I'm starting to think maybe it wasn't all Chip Kelly that got rid of these guys, because Howie Roseman does have the final say. But I hope they realize they made a mistake by letting him go, and hopefully he can come back and help us out. I know it's naive to think that he's going to be the same guy, which he won't. I think he's had a real injury problem in Washington already. So, another thing too, I don't know who leaked the story, but if the Eagles do end up acquiring him and signing him, they're definitely going to put an investigation on this team for tampering. So if he gets signed, guys, expect that. They're going to put the Eagles right under investigation the moment he gets signed, because since this is already happening, and even the coach of the Redskins is saying how he's kind of annoyed with these rumors, you know, so right there, red flags. There's going to be an investigation if he ends up signing with us again. So there's that. But yeah, they said Jordan Matthews will be back. Ryan Matthews is practicing today. He's very certain to be back as well. So that's good. Wentz will have some weapons again. I mean, these guys aren't like elite guys, but you know, it's the best this team has right now. And you saw how bad it was without these guys against the Bengals. So I think getting Matthews back and getting Ryan Matthews back is going to help a lot. The run game has been lacking in this team since Atlanta, which very frustrating. Why these coaches would decide to go away from the run game, I don't understand it myself. So hopefully we'll see more of that against Washington. But sorry, my throat is just really dry right now. But yeah, kind of just to close this video, I mean, the season's over, like I said in the beginning. At best, we can just hope that the Vikings keep losing so that we get a better pick out of them. We don't have our own first pick, so obviously like winning or losing doesn't matter for us. I'd like to see us win the next 4, to be honest. Beat Dallas right at the end of the season, that'd be great. But yeah, you know, we'll just keep supporting this team, guys. I know you're pissed off. You're probably like me. You're pretty pissed off. You're annoyed. You're fed up with this team just making you think that they're better than they are. And honestly, I thought about it. I think some of that falls on us fans. I think that we put too much hope and faith in this team even every year. I mean, I really think that we just love the team so much that we always trick ourselves into thinking that they're better than they are. And we're kind of a middle of the road team right now, guys. That's the best way I could describe. We're average. We're like right in the middle of talent for this league. Because Howie Roseman has never built a complete team. That's the problem. Is he goes out and he spends money and he gets guys, or he drafts guys like Carson Wentz. And you know, it's great to have these guys, but if you don't have other key positions and depth to help these other guys, then you're not going to win long term. I mean, one of the biggest problems with this Eagles team is depth, as you've seen. As soon as one person gets injured, it's over almost. We have no one to replace him. I mean, Lane Johnson, they put Vaitai there, and he wasn't even the position. So they just panicked and put him in there. I mean, he did pretty well, but he got injured, you know. And now we have nothing. Lane Johnson, actually, is he supposed to come back this game? He might come back this game or the next game, actually. That'd be nice. But that's the season, man, and that's this Eagles team. Ever since Chip Kelly came in here, we just never really had what it took. And even the year Andy Reid left, we were 4-12, so even that year, you know, this Eagles team is never complete. They're always, I mean, 2013, honestly, that was the first year where, I mean, we lost in the playoffs against the Saints, but still, that was the first year where I looked at them and I said, this team might be ready in a couple years. And of course, that all went to hell when Chip Kelly dissolved everything. So back to square one now, guys. We got Carson Wentz. He's the starting piece, and now we got to build around him. In the offseason, as far as receivers go, Jordan Matthews is literally the only guy I would keep. I would clean house. Maybe Paul Turner. That's another thing. I want to see Paul Turner play the next 4 games to see if he really is as good as we all think he is. So yeah, just sorry, cough drop. Just have faith in the team, guys. Keep following them. Don't give up on the Eagles completely. One day we'll get there. I mean, I believe it. I think we'll get there one day. We just gotta be patient and have faith. So anyway, guys, what do you think? Are you done with this team? Are you just not gonna watch them anymore? Are you still like me, where you want to watch Carson Wentz and see what else we can do as a team to develop? Whatever you guys think, leave your comments down below. And as always, I appreciate you guys for checking my stuff out. And this has been Jigsaw0097, and I will talk to you all later.